going on, people? It's Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics, and we're doing more map walkthroughs. This is Crisis. Yes, I actually like this map. As a matter of fact, I liked all the maps so far that I've seen. I'm not usually a huge fan of the smaller maps, but these medium to large maps, I'm a huge fan of it because it allows for a huge sort of variety of gameplay: SMGs, assaults, and snipers. So it increases the gameplay rather than tiny maps that are strictly sort of geared towards running gunners. Anyway, let's begin this. So this is starting on the defensive side. Now I show, again, for those of you that are wondering, I always put it on search and destroy just so you can see where the bombs are. We'll go into search and destroy strategies at a later date. That's not what the point of this is. It's just so that you can actually see where they are before we begin. So we're at this end here. I'm going to actually show you spots. Like, for instance, this, although it's just a simple tunnel way here, is definitely something that you're going to see campers in. I mean, they could easily put a claymore right here in the bushes here, which is kind of hard to see, and have it angled out that way. Makes it a lot more, it makes it difficult for people to actually see it as they're coming in here. Gives them protection as well. And then all they do is they perch here at the end and then hope to kill people. Of course, you know, if they're going to do that, they're going to want to move as well. Now, right immediately on this tower right here, you have the ladder for the first sniper perch. So obviously, you know, not too much happening here. You got to be a little cognizant of the back door there. So if you're like the back door, that's funny. Anyway, if you're looking down here for sniping positions, you know, like the tunnel system, the upper landing here, this balcony, and then of course people can get on here as well. Yeah, I mean, you've got those laneways, but you got to watch for people going underneath here that are slipping from behind the building and then slipping out the back here because they've got easy access to you. Again, on this side, you still should have put yourself at risk. None of these things, and I think it all speaks to balance as well. I mean, you're gonna have to be smart about it. Maybe choose your sight lines, because if you're gonna snipe from here, don't try and be like, I'm gonna nail everything, because you're gonna put yourself at risk. Don't be stupid, and obviously you're gonna want to put a claymore right here, so if someone comes up, you're gonna be aware of it. And if you position yourself, you prone yourself, you're going to be able to get the shots off. Of course, control that area there, and you've got access to the tunnel system. So that's definitely going to be helping. I don't feel like dying, so I'm going to actually take the ladder. In this game here, they do punish you quite badly if you jump off, you know, from high heights. You're not just going to see, you know, oh, injury or whatever. You're going to die. So again, I mean, little things like windows and stuff, although generally you want to avoid that. Don't climb in through windows when you got openings like this where you can just sort of come in naturally without actually worrying about it, because it disables you. And you've got things like this right there. Again, this isn't a window necessarily that you want to be looking at, especially when you got laneways like that. In deathmatch, you're asking you to get your ass kicked, especially when you're in there. Now, I didn't see too much in terms of camping. You could technically camp, like if you put a claymore here, or a claymore here is a good way to snatch people that are coming through here. But I would assume, like, if I was coming through here, I would generally probably just be running straight through, and I would be avoiding that. So it's probably not a good area, but you could catch some campers in there for sure. For sure. Again, same sort of area here. This is a stupid area. I mean, you may be able to get a kill once in a while, but generally I would stay out of this area. Yeah. You've got access to this lower area in the upper balcony and a little bit of the laneway here. But with your back here exposed, you're like pretty much done. You're toasted. So I wouldn't actually go after that at all. Very, very, very dangerous. This is actually an ideal way, though, to get from one end of the map to the other. It's a fairly safe way. There's going to be a certain point where it's problematic, and I'll show you that when we get there. But anyway, you want areas that have this sealed off. I mean, look at this. This is perfect. Other than, you know, people obviously putting claymores here, if you had a claymore and it was, like, say, concealed, like right at this point here and angled a little bit, or even angled out, you could have issues. But the problem is you don't want your claymore shot. And I'll go into claymore strategies after on a different series, again, because you know, if you're coming in from here, even though you may get someone coming there, someone sees this, they're going to actually shoot that Claymore. There's no way in hell they're going to let it go, and it's actually putting it at risk. You want Claymores that cannot be seen from certain directions. You want normal pathways. If you establish that most people don't come in from here and run that way, then sure, it's a great Claymore place, but you know, I don't know. I haven't actually played it enough to actually ascertain whether or not that's a good idea. Again, here's another one of these odd little places, these little holes, and they're not really good for anything other than, you know, maybe putting a Claymore like this or a Claymore like that, sort of shining out, so that no matter what, whoever comes through here is going to get eaten by a Claymore. I mean, these are the only thing. These are like, for me, these are Claymore cubbies. Not a lot of people. Why would you be running, if you were coming in this way, why would you run in through this to disable yourself? Anytime you have to climb over a surface, those seconds that you do not have your weapon available to you can cost you your lives. So if anything, just keep on the move this way. Don't climb over windows. It's absolutely asinine to do that. And of course, here's your B target. I can see some crazy things happening with this right away. I mean, here's a tip if you're actually playing it. Put your C4 right there. That's exactly where you want it. You want your C4 located right there. You could even put it, I don't know, I mean, whatever. They don't really have it. I mean, you could technically put it there, but always a smart play. Whenever there's anything like this overhead, that's where you want to be placing C4, because that's going to give you like a blast radius that sort of surrounds and engulfs the actual entire bomb area. So the second it's planted there, boom, trigger it, and then you're laughing. Alright, so we'll come in through that center entrance after. We're going to continue on the outside. Again, one of these odd sort of places. Unless your team, you're playing search and you've got it sort of protected and you know no one's going to be coming from that doorway there, then this may be a safe area to go in. I mean, you've got direct access there, and you're kind of covered from people there. But I mean, again, you're gonna have to be quick. Someone comes around that corner in front of you. I would definitely, if it was me on search and I decided to come from the center area here, and it looked seemingly clear, that's an area there I would definitely be checking. So now as you're coming out here, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. So, as I said, it's safe to come pretty much all the way around here, especially if you're playing deathmatch, and maybe even when you're coming out the corridor here. Other than checking this open area here, always take the outside perimeter, always the safest, because there's no one on this side. It's all neutral area here. You want to reduce sight lines that are going to be possibly on you. As soon as you hit to this point right here, this is where the danger area comes in into play. And the reason being is this is a sniper hold right here. And there's not a lot of true sniper areas in this game. So for the very few that there are, you can be guaranteed an assault rifle or a sniper will be perched up in there, and that makes this area extremely dangerous. The second that you come up here, I mean, the only other way to counter it, and you're going to have to be damn freaking fast, is you're going to come up this way and then quickly dart across that way. It's the only way. That I would not, by no means should you be coming up to this and just assuming. I mean, unless you're lightning fast, you know what I mean? SMG, you're going to get your ass handed to you. So just be aware of that. Come into the back here. It's always a safe area to do that. And also, here's their upper area here. And I'm going to show you that in a minute as well before we get into the back area here. So now I'm going to cover into more or less the center area. We're going to start from underneath. So we came back down underneath here, and then we'll do the far side as well. So here's actually a thoroughfare, and I showed you that sniper spot before. When we were up here, this is the tunnel system that I was talking about. Here's the rooftop, and there's the sniper, and that's where you're going to be watching for snipers that are going to be looking for this tunnel system. So again, coming out this way, always, you know, I always tend to avoid center laneways. It's just dangerous because, you know, if there's a sniper there, it's a clear shot, and these tunnels act as funnels. You have no choice. You have to, you know, it's only a span of about, what is that, 7 feet maybe? 7, I don't know, around there anyway. But this time that you take there is enough for someone to get a nice headshot on you. So, I mean, even if you're sprinting, it's kind of dangerous to do so. I would typically avoid it. Anyway, away, if you see someone sort of a sniper that way, or you want to take a different route, again, it's not that this is terribly safe, but it may be a little bit safer than the other route. Again, just be aware of a sniper perch right there, okay? That's the spot where they actually have a view of down below, which is the spot I was telling you about, and then you can crawl around the back there that way, and then go on, flank the individual. But it's one of two ways. If you're going to come through the center, that's, you know, you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to come one of two ways. But the beauty of it, you know, is at least you've got cover here, you know what I mean? And you could probably make it over, I don't know, if you're going to try diving and stuff. I don't even know if that's going to work. But anyway, you do got rocks. You've got the cover here that you can slowly make your way out. You might be able to get a better sight line on. Plus, you've got even this tiny foliage. Especially if you're a sniper with a ghillie suit, you may have a better chance of taking down that sniper. Just make sure you don't stay there, because you got people that will be coming through here as well. So we're gonna I'm gonna go back down here where we were originally. If you do come out here and there is no assault rifle or sniper in that area there, you have the option of going to the back through there or through the center there. Of course, I always recommend, like I said before, stick on the perimeter. It reduces sight lines. But there is the center here, and this is where you can come up here. Be careful of things like this. This is a perfect spot for like a claymore. Especially from crawling up this way. I mean, you can crawl up from there, you can come up from this side here, but Claymore definitely, I mean, it offers perfect friggin' cover, even a camper. I mean, this is a camper spot, pretty friggin' easy. If the person just sort of sits there, you may be able to see the gun, but you may be friggin' fooled or, like, confused as to where the actual individual is, especially if they're down sort of prone. But anyway, they have a quick vantage point of someone coming up from there and down from there, so just be aware of this corner here for campers. Now, as you're making your way up the hill, the absolute, this actually is pretty safe to come up here, but be aware of this spot, because this is another, not an excellent one, but another sort of sniper perch where you're going to want to be a little bit careful and come in here. You do have sight lines on the sniper, and I believe there's another sniper area over there, but I'm not sure. I'll have to see. We'll see when we get over there, but I do know there's a sniper area over there, and then you can make your way around the back here. But I typically would sort of avoid, I mean, unless you want to avoid the snipers on that area, this is probably the safest way to go that way. But you know what? The objective of the game, especially if you're in deathmatch, is to look for dudes. So as long as you don't have an SMG, you've got pretty good pickings of people transition area here. Again, if someone's down there trying to shoot a sniper, that's where you're going to be watching. So when you're down there, make sure you, you know, do a quick check. If you're going sneaky mode to get some sniper over there, you know, don't get slapped upside your head for being foolish and not checking up top. And then you can come swing back down here, and it goes into the center building. We're going to touch the center building on our way back on the other side. There's that sniper spot. The tunnel system is down there. This is just the upper area. If you're coming up from down this building, though, while we're here, I'm going to cut it off so that we don't actually have to come back out here. If you're coming up through the building and coming up to this point, don't just go rushing this way. That's a bad thing to do, especially because this is an actual sniper spot. Especially if you don't have ninja on. When you're doing this, quickly check that way as you're going around, but swing around hard to make sure that there's nobody here, or else you're going to get your ass handed to you. It's just a safe gameplay. I know it seems a little odd, but that is a smart gameplay to swing around the wide side there just to make sure. Alright, so we're going to go down here finally. Say you got lucky. Say you came out here. Maybe you went around the long way here because you're a chicken. I'm just kidding. Maybe you're cautious. You don't want to die too much. You come through here and then you're in the opening here. Watch for dudes in here. They can actually camp in there as well. Now, there's really not much for them to actually be in here. There's no, you know, you can do camping. This is a horrible place for it. But watch for claymores. Because it's so limited, they know typically a lot of people are going to be coming through here. So, I mean, you could easily have a claymore sort of facing right down here, especially if this is the sniper spot. This is where I was telling you about. You got a sniper advantage right here. Very, very easy. I mean, look at anyone coming out here. This, if you've got your scope, if you're scoped in, or even with a red dot on an assault rifle, you can still in this corner of your eye see this area. So it's not like it's dangerous. You can even pull back a little bit, wait for someone, and then boom, they're dead. And then easily switch up that way. But you gotta watch, like I said before, the perch up there. If you're gonna stand here, maybe the safest spot to do is actually back up just slightly out of view like that, and then watch the actual tunnel system. And remember, I'm trying to give tips for everyone. There's going to be people that do this. It's going to be part of the game whether or not I show you or not. This is a regular spot, and by now everyone's using it anyway. So anyway, let's move on here. So like I said, there's two of these beached sort of land sharks. Either the one that I believe that swim in the water, and then all of a sudden they become sort of tanks or whatever, amphibious, as it were. So this is another dangerous spot. This is what I'm saying, like, it's a dangerous thing because, again, a sniper or assault rifle individual could easily peg running gunners coming from there, or sniper individuals, the snipers that are trying to get here. Remember, this is a climb up rock, so they've got a second. Even if they make it around that corner fast, like if they were like whatever here and they made it around the corner, it'd be easy to peg them off right there. Not hard at all. Plus, you've also got a wicked vantage point right here without even standing up. So this thing, although it seems a little out of the way, is actually quite dangerous. It's quite dangerous. Can't get in there. I was like, hey, what's up? Anyway, same thing on this side. Same, you know, principle. Get up in the ladder. Except I don't think there's any... no place to sort of fall down. So, I mean, you can come here. You want to sort of take advantage of these spots here, but you're going to want to go prone on this because there's really not much. You take advantage of these things. Even though it's tiny, it's a blast shield. It's going to give you friggin', you know, an area. A sniper come through here easy. Very, very easily to destroy you. And here's another sniper perch. This is the other one that I was telling you about that you can... Okay, so you can see. So just make sure you're looking over here. This one is very, very well camouflaged. Obviously, you're going to be looking for the palm tree. But it's so hard, especially with ghillie suit. You can see with the rock and the colors. If you've got your camouflage just right, I'm telling you, the snipers in the back here are going to be friggin' dangerous. Not even snipers. I mean, you can put it on anything, as far as I know. And if you put it on an assault rifle, you're going to be just as deadly. And you're going to catch people coming through this area as well. Watch down in this area here if you're going to be looking for people coming along that far side there. I can't remember what side it is. What is it? The south side? Southwest. Southwest. I'm looking at my compass. I'm like, oh, southwest. Alright, so anyway, let's move on. To show you, just so that you're aware, there's that tunnel. There's the upper side. We came around from the far side over there. And now we're moving around the back. Little tunnel systems in between the rocks. Remember, dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. I stick to perimeters. It's gonna be fun. If you're a running gunner, if you can make your way back here, throw a smoke or something, you've got them on the hook there. So that's easy. Watch for campers here as well. You know, on the outskirts. Anyone coming through here, it's kind of dangerous. And then you got little mini tunnel systems directly linked to it if you want to cut it off. If you want to try and sneak around. So if you're actually coming through here and you're worried about the snipers in the back, then you may very well come through... come on, get out of there. Come through this side here, because I think it's actually limited view. Watch up at the top. Obviously, that's where the sniper is. And then watch for little sneaky bastards there, and slowly make your way around. See, with the rock here, you have kind of a little bit of coverage, and you may be able to sneak up on someone camping in there, especially if they killed you from the other side. Definitely take that route, and then get your revenge on them. This lag, by the way, is killing me. I'm in a private match and there's still lag. No worries, they'll fix it. Again, nothing special in here. Watch for claymores. Anytime that there's, you know, seemingly a thoroughfare here, or a throughfare, whatever it's called. I can't even remember what the fuck it's called. Anyway, anytime that you're coming through areas like this, watch for claymores. They're very easy to snag people. Claymore right here. Angle it out, and then boom. Again, I'll be doing a claymore guide with you guys for those of you, because listen, no matter what, everyone's like, oh, claymores are easy. So many claymores are badly placed in this game, so that's why we do the claymore guides to help you guys. This is a dangerous area here. Now, I know that you can actually come in here, but the reason why I say it's dangerous is because, again, the sniper perch. Sniper perch has direct hits on here. It's not very safe. It's actually harder to hit someone that comes through here and then actually makes its way through this area here. Because of the camo, you could probably get a vantage point, and you're close. You're close with an SMG that you could probably take out a sniper if you were that ambitious and you were actually coming around that side. So let's move on. We're actually heading back to the center building, which is what I showed you before. Remember, we let off there, and that's the upper area that tears back. Watch for people, of course, camping in the back here. I'm hoping there's going to be some boosters back here so we can nail them. Anyway, and we'll move forward in here. Again, you got to watch areas like this. I know it seems absolutely ridiculous, but a person with really good camo, if you've got a ghillie suit on and stuff, particularly like maybe even in this one more so, but we used to do this in World at War all the time, and you can hide in this stuff so easily, and you can actually even do it in to a certain degree in Modern Warfare 2. You know what I mean? Like, it makes it very, very easy to hide in there. So let's go up here. We're going in the building. Actually, we'll go in the lower area here because it's just access points. Now, there's some cool things in here as well that I kind of want to show you, and I've got to find them again. Anyway, access point. There's the starting point. There's a sniper area, and right above us is the roof line of the sniper in the beginning. There's the tunnel system and the bridge going across, and we're going to go upstairs in a minute. This is actually probably not too dangerous to be walking through, but again, you got to watch it when you're coming through here. That sniper spot can easily sort of nail you, especially if there's someone in there. If you know there's someone there, just avoid that tunnel, man. The tunnel's going to give you friggin' problems out the wazoo. And then here's the lower entranceway from that far side, from the A side, when you're coming through this building here, which really doesn't offer much anyway, but we'll get there in a second. So anyway, you're in here, exploring around, and then you're going to go upstairs. Watch for claymores. Claymores like this, I mean, a claymore, this is a perfect spot for a claymore, especially for these lower doors. Even if you put it out slightly a little bit more, it may trigger, especially combination. Claymore here with the C4 on the ceiling there, great combination to kill even this person here. They may avoid that claymore death because they're far enough away, but they'll trigger it, and with the C4 right above their head, they're pretty much toast. So you're going to get up on the top here, and I don't know if it's actually... maybe I missed it. No, it's a different map. I was thinking of a totally different map for the RC car. Anyway, we'll get to that for sure. Here's the upper area here, and this is the building that we're going in. Here is another good sniper. Counter sniper for the spot up here. If there's a sniper dude up here, this is a great place to actually gain access. Make sure that you gain access through the perimeter, and then you've got a nice sight line right on that friggin' little bastard that's up there. You know, watch it. Watch this. If you're going to be up here, though, you know, protect yourself for God's sakes. Put a claymore here or something. If you're going to snipe or do something like that, or make the kill and get the hell out of there fast. Unless you're going to be sitting around there perching, which isn't really a good idea to sit there and do that. So anyway, there's the stairs. One more balcony. Again, good for getting the sniper up on there or countering it. If you've actually established yourself up here already and you're sort of... get prone here. You've got a really good vantage point while at the same time sort of making yourself invisible to the people below. You put a claymore here to protect yourself while you're in prone, and then people that decide that they think they're going to go and snipe suddenly get killed when they actually step up. The only time you got to watch it, and why I say go prone as well, not just for that, but because people coming around from the back, which I showed you before earlier there. So that is one area that you can go into. I'm going to actually go out the back again, and I'll show you. So here we go, we can come down here. Watch this, these gateways here are deadly for friggin' claymores. You gotta watch it. I mean, a claymore across here, you're pretty much friggin' toast. Avoid that stuff. Avoid typical areas like this. I mean, if you can get away with it, just jump that way. I always do that. I avoid, whenever possible. I don't like this, but, you know, I'm gonna get caught by a claymore there as well, I guarantee you. You can't jump over the wall. So anyway, that's a deadly spot. For those of you that are wondering, either way, claymore across this way, claymore across that way, this is a dangerous checkpoint, especially if you're going the perimeter. That's why I said I like the other access point to across. Yes, there's claymores, but it's usually easier to get through there, and if you're cautious enough, you'll be able to spot them. So again, here, you know, put a claymore right here, and the person's friggin' toasted. That's why it's easier when you're coming this way. If you can't see what's down there, just avoid it altogether and come this way. Now here's the building that we were looking at. There's the balcony. Watch for dudes up there. If you are coming this way, you're definitely going to want to watch for snipers or someone prone up there. They may stand there, but that would be kind of stupid to do that, actually. So anyway, there you go. You're going through here, and we're back at the beginning once again, and that's it. I mean, you have the side entrances, but again, avoid these laneways. These are dangerous, man. You don't want to run through here. If you were running through here, you got sight lines from there, the sniper, from behind, from the sides there, up there, all over the place. These are the danger areas. These are the areas you do not want to ever go in. Anyway, that's it. I'm Guns for Hire. See you on the next map walkthrough. Peace.
Hey guys, we're on Facebook. Check the description of this video for the link to our new Facebook application. Subscribe and get our latest video updates posted right on the wall on your own Facebook page.